Hey guys, welcome back to STEAM. Today we're talking about how our library is organized. And so if you were here in class, we would come to the library to have our STEAM class. And if you go to a lot of libraries anywhere, if you go to the Rapid City Public Library or a lot of libraries today, they are actually combining their books and all of like their tech, STEAM robots and stuff like that together because it makes sense. If you're going to invent something, you might need to look on the internet or you might need to look at a book to keep your idea going, and so that's why they go so well together. So today we're talking about how is our library organized, and how our library is organized is going to be very similar to how any library is organized. And it's important for libraries to be organized because the books, when they live on their shelf, they kind of have an address. And it's just kind of like you have an address to your house, I have an address to my house. We have to know where we live. We have to know where to go. And so books also have addresses. And so I'm going to show you 3 kinds of books and how you can find them, okay? And this will probably be pretty similar to if you went to the public library as well. So the first kind of book we have in our library is called an everybody book. And all books you'll see have like a little label down here, and that's their address. That's where they live. And so this one has a big E on it, and that stands for everybody. So you know that all of these kind of everybody books will be all in one section. And so this everybody book is a really cool picture book. So our everybody books are fiction. Fiction means fake, means they're not real, means they're made up. And so they have really great pictures, they have really cool stories. This one is called Miss Spider's Sunny Patch Kids. So that's not a real story. Someone made that up, but it's an awesome book. And so that would be in the everybody section. Okay, that's one kind we have here. There's another kind, and it's also fiction. It's also made up. So if you look at his address right here, look at this label, it says FIC. FIC stands for fiction. And this one is called The 39 Clues. And so the author, Gordon Corman, he made this story up. They're fake characters, they're doing fake things, but they're really cool. And so if you love chapter books, if you love adventure, anything made up, you could go to the fiction section and find some really cool stories and really cool chapter books. And so that's fiction. And the last kind we have is kind of the opposite. So this one was fiction, this one was made up. This one is nonfiction. So nonfiction means it's true. It is not made up. And this one is called octopuses. Well, we know octopuses are real. Let's open it up. Those are not fake pictures. Those are real photographs that scientists took underneath the water. So when you read this book, if you read an octopus has a soft body called a mantle and 8 long arms, that's a fact. That is really a true piece of information. So if you want to learn something, you will go to the nonfiction section. You might get a book on octopus, on robots, on the state of Arizona. Anywhere, anything you want to learn about, you can go to the nonfiction section, okay? And lastly, guys, in our library, we use these things called shelf markers. They help us know exactly where our books are if we ever take them off the shelf. So look right here. Pretend that there's a lot of books right here on the shelf. I don't just want to take it off the shelf because I might not know where it goes back to. All the books might go together. And so I want to be able to know exactly where he goes because he has an address, he has a name, or he has a place where he lives on the shelf, and I want to put him exactly where he was back. So I'll put my shelf marker there, right in between. Then I can take my book out and I'll leave my shelf marker there. I'll leave it right there so that way I know, oh, it goes right there. So then when I put it back, I just take the shelf marker out, and now he's good. They're back in the same spot. So, all right, so that's our library, guys. So if you come to the Canyon Lake Library or the Rapid City Library or wherever, you know that there's probably going to be fiction books, there's going to be nonfiction, maybe there's some everybody picture books, whatever you like. Figure out what do you want to read, and then go to that section, okay? All right, good luck.